With power in Washington state, candidates are expected to spend a record amount of money this year trying to win your vote.
They sure are. New data shows the battle for Congress is heating up in North Carolina, with the Republicans in particular spending millions of dollars ahead of the primary, which is coming up in March. Capitol reporter Michael Hyland live in Raleigh with a closer look, and a lot of cash going all over the place. Michael?
Yeah, once Republicans redrew the congressional districts, it means there are more opportunities for that party to flip seats this year. And most of the races will likely be decided in the primary in March.
I've already fought these people and won.
With ballots already going out to voters,
enough is enough.
Congressional candidates are hitting the airwaves in North Carolina
and fight for President Trump's America First agenda.
After Republicans in the General Assembly redrew the state's 14 congressional districts, it put the party in a position to flip 3 to 4 seats currently held by Democrats. It means the primary election on March 5th is crucial, as most districts will not be competitive in the fall.
The key is because we have the new maps and there are new targets of opportunity.
5 current House members from North Carolina are not running for re-election, including Patrick McHenry, who temporarily served as Speaker. Candidates rushed to get in, with the 13th district in the central part of the state drawing 14 Republicans. A new analysis by AdImpact found Republican congressional candidates in North Carolina already have spent $3 million just this month. Mitch Kokai is senior political analyst at the conservative John Locke Foundation.
It's going to be a challenge because as we get closer and closer to Election Day, there's less and less opportunity to get in there, and there are more and more ads competing with each other, and more people just tuning out saying, oh, another campaign ad, click.
Nationally, AdImpact expects this year's election to set a new record, surpassing $10 billion in spending for the first time, quadrupling the spending from 2016.
People haven't figured out how to do it without advertising. As long as it has an impact, people are going to have to devote some money toward it.
It's not just the races for president and Congress that will draw a lot of interest this year. North Carolina is also expected to see its most expensive races for governor and attorney general that we have ever seen.
And Michael, look, the bottom line is, with this many people in so many of these races, including lieutenant governor, to get to 30% plus one, it's going to be really hard. So what are you hearing out there? You think they're going to be a few of these races with runoffs?
It certainly wouldn't be surprising. Granted, we all thought in 2022 there was a decent chance of that happening, and it didn't. If there is going to be a runoff in some of these primaries, that would occur in May. And as you were mentioning, for a candidate to win the primary outright, they've got to get just over 30% of the vote, 30% plus one. But yeah, with some of these races, it is entirely possible we could see these primaries continue into May.
I always wonder about the plus one person who changed their mind at the last moment and prevented a second primary. Michael, thanks for that, man.